Tish, you know what? I thank God for you. You've been here for me through a lot of things. You don't understand the thoughts, the feelings, the emotions I had, the horrific, just things in my mind that could have resulted badly for me and my children. I thank you so much.
I know. I'm always there. I'm there for you. Always.
But he started out as a good guy. Let's just say that.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought he was going to be that man for me like Rodney was.
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't. He turned out to be a stranger. It's like I'm sleeping with a stranger every night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to leave him.
I understand. But Graham, when Graham came into your life,
Mm-hmm.
that was at the most vulnerable part.
Mm-hmm.
Losing Rodney. And I saw him for who he was, a con man.
And I took all of everything he gave. He was very abusive, mentally, emotionally, and of course, physically. But I can't do it no more. I'm drained. I'm exhausted. I gotta get out.
So you really thinking about leaving it? Well, you gotta think about your children.
Yeah.
Okay, because they see what their mom going through. So don't think they don't know what you're going through with him. What doesn't kill you will certainly make you strong.
I agree.
So, since we're talking about things past,
Mm-hmm.
I needed to share some things with you that I've never told you as a friend, because I feel like as friends we have grown so much. So I really need to talk to you about my past.
Okay.
And what happened in my life.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't talk about it because it actually brings me back to a very dark time in my life. So, okay, here we go. I'm about to open up. This is going to be hard. I was in an abusive situation. My mom worked 2 jobs. My dad was very controlling.
Mm-hmm.
So when I met this janitor at school, he talked to me and he told me how pretty I was, that I was prettier than the other girls and everything. So, hey, you're getting somebody to pay attention to you.
That brown, pretty dog.
Yeah, so, I was like, okay, I'm feeling loved.
Mm-hmm.
And, I always told you I was looking for love.
Right.
So this man started showing me some attention. And so I had to get a little job to pay for my senior budget.
Mm-hmm.
And one day I went to the store to purchase, some candy, some snacks and everything. And I realized I left my wallet at home. Mm-hmm. So he was like, don't worry about it. I got you. So I was like, hey, somebody started paying me attention.
Right.
Once I graduated and everything, and I married him.
You married him?
I married him. He was much older than I was.
So what happened? Where is he?
Well, this is where the story begins.
Mm-hmm.
So, being young and trying to be a good wife, you understand? Everything I did just wasn't perfect. Mm-hmm. It wasn't good enough. So I understand.
I know that story.
Washing his clothes, clothes wasn't allowed to go in the wash machine. He didn't eat leftovers, so everything in the house just needed to be perfect. Nothing could be out of place.
Okay.
So he was a very controlling man. And being young, married and young, I just didn't know how to handle that. One day he came home from work. He got laid off.
The story of my life.
And so he got mad. He got angry. And of course, it's going to take it out on me.
Mm-hmm.
And so the lights got cut off. We started drinking. And so I said something in reference to we needed something in the house, you know, so that just like triggered. And he got up and he punched me. And, you know, I told him, I said, you know, I'm not a punching bag. I'm not a punching bag. But he continued. The
Mm-hmm.
abuse continued.
So
And I found out I was pregnant.
you was pregnant.
I found out I was
What
pregnant.
happened to the baby?
I had a miscarriage.
Oh,
I lost my
Tisha.
baby.
Oh, darling, I'm so
I
sorry to
lost
hear
my
this.
baby.
I didn't know.
It was hard.
I didn't know.
And it didn't stop. You know, it continued.
Mm-hmm.
The abuse continued. And one day he came home and he just started fighting. It's just like every time he came home, it was nothing that I could say. Everything I said just wasn't right. So he started again.
Mm-hmm.
And Jan, when he punched me, you know, it's like, why are you doing this? I'm not a man. You hitting me like I'm a man. So when he punched me, I ended up between the bed
Mm-hmm.
and the dresser.
Mm-hmm.
So all I knew is that I had some stilettos in my closet.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew if I can get to those shoes, I knew what I had to do, because if I didn't, he was going to kill me.
Mm-hmm.
He beat the hell out of me. So when I got those shoes, Jan, I cut him over his eye. I tried to kill him. That's all I just had a rage. He just brought something out of me. It was like, I'm not going to let you keep hitting me and beating me for nothing. I've already lost my baby. And I wasn't going to let him continue to beat me the way he did.
I understand.
So when I look at you and I see what you're going through, I know what I went through. I ain't want to see you go through that.
I mean, Tish, I be having nightmares. Nightmares of Graham just laying in a pool of blood. Me standing over him with a knife. So I know what you've gone through.
You gotta get out.
I have to get out. I'ma leave.
You have to.
I'm leaving.
If nothing for you and your children, you have to get out.
I will. Thank you so much just for being my friend. I love you.
I love you too.
Mm-hmm.